Hey everyone, welcome to the results video of multiplayer round 47. In this round every player had to decorate the same limb-launched roller coaster. You can see the layout right here. Someone didn't finish his plot, so actually that's pretty convenient right now. So everybody got this same layout and yeah, they had to decorate it. They could change stuff like the track type, the vehicle type, and yeah, they just had to make it look really nice. So yeah, we had 14 completed entries in this round. I will start with the one that got the lowest score, and I will finish by announcing who was the winner of this round. Okay, in last place we have this newcomer. This plot from Decorate-a-LIM-coaster. Let me quickly use the cutaway view here. So here we go. Yeah, his plot. Yeah, I checked it with some people, and yeah, I think the consensus was that this entry was really chaotic. You can see some ruins here, a castle piece. Here's some Roman stuff. Here's a rocket flying around. There's another rocket right next to the track. There's some fountains here in the volcano. There's a dinosaur. Yeah, there's not really a consistent theme, and that yeah, that's probably just what makes it look chaotic, and probably also this rocket flying around here at high speed. Now, if it was all in a space theme, this little rocket flying around probably would have made sense, but right now it's just just a lot of chaos. So yeah, as some advice to the Claude QC, I have that you should really try to stick with one theme and yeah, just theme everything in your plot after it. That's probably a better idea than making it so chaotic as it is now. Okay, and the next entry is this one from Jasanden. Now, I really like this entry personally, but apparently it did get quite a low score from the other voters. Well, yeah, not everybody can be a winner. Yeah, I think it's really nice to see an entry from Jasanden that isn't poop themed. Not that I mind the poop theme, but it's just nice seeing something else. I really enjoy how he did the support for his top hat, also with this, I believe this is OpenRCT2 coaster track here on top. That gives some of these really nice supports. It's a really, yeah, a really nice cityscape that he made here, also with some roads in it. The coaster traveling in between all these buildings. Something I really like is that he actually gave his coaster these overhead lines. I believe the coaster was supposed to look like one of these yeah, city railways, or like a subway, something like that, or like a tram system. But yeah, then these overhead lines really make sense, and I really like the way he did them. Yeah, this is an interesting cityscape. These buildings, they're quite simple. They're mostly just these large scenery items. So that's probably why it's ranked a bit lower in the list of all the players. But yeah, I thought this was a really fun entry to watch. Nice job. Okay, then we have this entry from Emil. He made this plot over here. No, I'm not really sure why it scored so low. It's I think it's actually quite nice, but probably what most people were a bit, yeah, put off by is this foliage on the outside, which is looks a little bit random. It also has lots of random stuff in it, like dinosaurs, Martian stuff. Yeah, it's a bit spammy in places. So maybe that's why it scored a little bit lower. What I personally really liked was this how he did the queue over here, with this normal queue path, but overlaid with this brown path, and it gives this nice combination of this brown path, but with this these fences of the queue. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, and I'm also not really sure why there's this fountain here in the middle and these random entertainers. Oh yeah, there's this annoying plot here that's really high that covers stuff. I will use the cutaway view here. Okay, yeah, something which I was a bit put off by was these supports for the top hat. One of them has been done properly, and the other one has this piece here on top. Probably would have been better to actually hide this. There's a nice tutorial from Macat on how to do that. But yeah, overall, when you zoom out, I think it actually looks pretty good. So yeah, nice job from Emil, considering the little time he actually spent on it. Nice job. Okay, then we have the entry from Ridarius. He made this entry, which has this big building, which is on the water. He actually used a single rail coaster track for this. Now, I really like this structure that he made here. It looks like a big 8, and the top hat actually rides on it. Also interesting structure for the Cobra roll here. Not really sure if a single rail coaster track was the best choice here, but I think no one else used it, so at least it's pretty unique. Here's a bit of a dinosaur landscape outside, and there's also this building here with these really funky lines on the side, which were made with this river rapids track. Here you can see what it looks like when you look through the scenery. Sadly, it is a little bit glitchy from a few angles, especially when you look here. You can see it clip quite badly here. So yeah, that's a shame. So not really sure about the roof of this building. Also some clipping here. Yeah, overall, I think it's pretty nice plot. Just wish it didn't glitch so badly throughout the plot. Something I really enjoyed were these dumpsters over here. I think it's really clever how he used this drinks stall to act as the contents of this dumpster. That was pretty cool. Okay, then we get to the entry from Hank the Super Nerd. And here we go. He made this big ruins over here around the coaster. My favorite part was actually how he did the top hat with these fences with doors in it. I really like how he did the color scheme of these. It gives it a really nice artwork. Also with some signs here on top. It's called Atl, so that kind of sounds like something Aztec themed, or Maya, or just something of one of those cultures. The nice ruins here. Except I think he forgot to actually cover this angle of his coaster, because here you can actually look inside and you see lots of grass. Yeah, it just looks like he forgot to cover that up, and that's probably why he scored a bit lower. Because from the other angles it actually looks pretty nice. I really like how he did these waterfalls here, and this decoration of this this tower around the Cobra roll. Also these river rapids going around the plot, that's also pretty cool. But yeah, if it would have had some more polish, then it would have scored a lot better, I think. Especially this angle. Okay, here's the plot from Savvy Adam. He made this nice, he decorated the coaster in a nice way, with lots of wood surrounding it, and also lots of plants around the coaster. I think it would have looked nice if there were actually some trees here in the bushes. This is the Klondike Hotel, it looks like. The coaster gets launched here. For the top hat, I really like how he did the supports. So he used these rotor-drop towers, and he made a nice structure here with these monorail track pieces. That's really cool. It looks like the coaster also interacts with this ride here with these mine carts. The Savvy Adam ore carts. I'm not really sure what the purpose is of this ride. These carts travel over the track really slowly. Maybe it would be nice if they actually went a little bit faster. Maybe with some chain lift on the track. Not really sure. But yeah, some nice decorations here. I think the outside could have used some more trees, probably some higher trees, and then probably it would have looked even nicer. Okay, here's the entry from Dark Horo. I believe he decorated it in a Joker theme Jinx's Joker, it's the ride is called. Now he made a really interesting support structure for the coaster. I like how he did that with this these pipe pieces and all this single rail coaster track. It looks a little bit tight in some places, especially from this angle. It looks like the coaster actually just travels through the pipe here. From the other angles, I think it looks a bit better. But yeah, maybe it would have been nicer to actually move that support a bit. Probably would have been better if it just intersected with the queue rather than the coaster track. But yeah, overall, I think that's a really interesting support structure. You don't see people do it like this very often, and yeah, I think it works. It's pretty cool, and I also like what he did with the buildings here using these dodgem track pieces. That's pretty cool. Okay, here's an entry that's completely different. This one's made by Mulder. I believe the story was something like that. Somewhere out on the ocean, there's an alien race that put a machine there to harvest adrenochrome from people who are riding the coaster. It was a really cool story, full of conspiracy theory. I really enjoy that. So let's do the cutaway view here. So this looks like a sort of a big UFO, also just with a big beam under it into the water. Yeah, lots of track and texture structures here. Yeah, I just really like how he used all these different track types here to make all these these wonderful structures here. Also around the top hat, but also around the coaster track. It just makes everything look sturdy and kind of makes it believable that it's held up in the sky. So yeah, just wonderful structures here. I know, maybe it would have scored higher if there was some more stuff surrounding it, because right now there's a lot of water. But yeah, all the stuff that is here, I think it looks wonderful. Okay, here's the entry from Lurker. Now he has his typical style with the small buildings and all framed in these red wooden post fences, posts, and other different wall types. So this is really his signature, and I think he did an awesome job here. My favorite part is probably this part where the coaster actually gets launched. It's completely encased in these buildings here. I think that gives a really nice launch track. It's fun to watch the coaster pop out of that. Now here's the support for top hat. They're quite simple. I do really like the structure that he made for the Cobra roll though. That looks pretty incredible. So yeah, there's lots of nice little buildings throughout the plot. Yeah, lots of nice gardens. Some of these cherry blossom trees. Some gardens with blue flowers dispersed throughout. Different kinds of trees here. Some nice landscaping. It all just looks very cozy, and I also really like this little fountain that he made here in the middle with the coaster just passing overhead here. So very, I think it's a very cozy plot, and I really enjoy it. Okay, then we have a tie for 4th place. This is the entry from Mulpje. He made this big castle here with, and he made the coaster purple with this RMC track. Yeah, big castle around it with all these different spires. Yeah, these spires all look different, and I think they look really good. Just a mixture of different track types, different scenery pieces. I think that's one of Mulpje's strong points, making nice looking castle buildings. So the top hat of the coaster actually travels through one of these spires. Now also in this spire some really nice choices for these for these circular pieces of the tower. He made those with all these different track pieces. It's really cool looking buildings. My favorite part of this plot were actually these arches that he made here. with this single rail coaster track. So yeah, lots of incredible work here on this plot. I also really like the gardens surrounding this entry. So yeah, incredible work once again from Mulpje. It's a really beautiful piece of work. Also love these stairs, these long stairs heading up into the castle under this cobra roll. That's some really nice interaction. Great job. Okay, then here's the entry from Carp Runner. He also got 4th place together with Mulpje. He made this beautiful little town scene. I really like the usage of these roofs from the New York set. Yeah, I love the support work he did in this entry. This looks great. Also this part here on the brake run. Yeah, the support for the cobra roll look nice, and especially the supports for the top hat here. I think this is an incredible structure. I love how he mixed all these different scenery pieces and track types. Yeah, just to make this this structure here. That looks really cool. Also, I really like how he framed this top hat here with these wooden track pieces. It all just works together so well. Now these buildings here, I think they also look really good. So yeah, just incredible work from Carp Runner. A well-deserved 4th place. Great job. Okay, here's the entry from Iberion. No, we've already seen it a few times because it blocks the view of quite a lot of other plots. But let's see if we can select it here. Okay, so it's pretty high up. He decorated his coaster. Well, I believe this was the poor part of the city, and the rich people actually built floating islands to live above it in their palaces. No, it actually also blocks part of the view of his own plot. Not really sure if that's really clever. But yeah, some cool buildings here on this plot. I really like the way he did this. Some nice layering here on these buildings. So interesting support structure here for the top hat. And he actually also built one of these drop towers on the top hat. And that's really nice. I don't think this support was still supposed to show. Well, one thing he forgot was to actually open his ride. It's still in test mode. But probably most people didn't see that because this entry in the end got 3rd place. So yeah, that's good for Iberion. Yeah, the islands above it also pretty cool. Yeah, it's just nice work. Although for future round, it's probably a good idea not to build too high, because it's pretty annoying for other people if they cannot see on their plots what they're building, and that they have to keep using a cutaway view. But yeah, overall, this is just a really nice plot. Great work from Iberion. Okay, then there's just 2 plots remaining. One's from Supra the Hedgehog and the other is from Rishiko. I will show them both, and then after that I will reveal which one is the winner of the round. Okay, here's the plot from Rishiko. Yeah, he made this space-themed plot. I believe it's space-themed. Yeah, just incredible support work throughout. I really like the way he did the cobra roll, because it looks like one of these support towers for a missile. Here you can, or a rocket. I mean, here you can see a rocket ready to be launched into space. I think it's really cool how this cobra roll wraps around and goes through this support tower for the rocket. My favorite part of this coaster is actually that he turned it into an inverted coaster. I believe he's the only one who did that. Yeah, you were allowed to change the vehicle type on the coaster, so that's what he did. Must have been quite a lot of work to actually make this look nice, but he did an incredible job at it. It just looks really good, and it works really well. So yeah, it's a mixture of Giga Coaster track and inverted impulse coaster track. And he actually also put some other track here on top, just to make it look nicely. Yeah, like I said, just incredible support work throughout the track. Really nice theme. It's called, let's see what it's called. It's called Test Launch. So yeah, really nicely themed, very consistent theming. Yeah, just beautiful buildings, beautiful tracks, beautiful support work. I also really like how he did the paths here. Also made this ride here on top of this arm called Crash Test. Looks a little bit extreme, but the guys seem to be enjoying it. So yeah, incredible work from Rishiko. I really enjoyed watching this. Okay, and here's the last plot. This one's from Supra the Hedgehog. Let me see if I can use the cutaway view in it. Here we go. Okay, he made this pipe factory. I believe that's what he called it. Furnace launcher. That's what the ride is called. I think I saw a sign saying pipe factory. Oh yeah, that's what it says here. Oh yeah, lots of really nice industrial buildings. Also like that here, right next to the buildings, he actually made a little bit of a hill with a playground in the middle. And yeah, also a little swing set here in the middle. I really like how the coaster actually passes over the entrances to this area. He decorated it really nicely with this hardline twisted track and also these supports. He made some arches here using single rail coaster track. Here's some monorail track pieces. Just really nice buildings. I also really like this little building that he made here, right next to these, next to this garden or playground section. Yeah, these industrial buildings, they also look really good. I love all the stuff he put on the roof. And there's actually a launched freefall here that pops out of the roof. That's also really cool. This top hat, really nicely framed by this big building here. Also like that he used this Giga Coaster track here on top. Yeah, also decided this building, a really nice combination here of all these different scenery pieces. This factory roof, I love the way he did this with this Virginia reel track. So yeah, there's lots of cool stuff to be seen around this plot in this typical Supra style. He loves to make big buildings, and I think he did an amazing job yeah, combining all these different elements together. Okay, let's show these two plots in the screen. So here we have Rishiko's entry, here we have Supra the Hedgehog's entry. It's now time to reveal which one of these entries is the winner of the round. The winner of multiplayer round 47 is... Rishiko. Yeah, Rishiko scored a bit higher than Supra the Hedgehog. But yeah, both of these plots were amazing. Just the quality in this round, I think it was incredible. I loved seeing all these different things that people came up with. Yeah, lots of very different themes throughout the round. Also nice to see some players join who haven't joined in many of these multiplayer rounds yet. So yeah, once again, very big thanks to all the players who joined in this round. It's just incredible seeing all the stuff you guys created. A new multiplayer round will start soon. Yeah, if you want to join, just become a member on my Discord. Discord's completely free. When you're active on my Discord for a while, just talk a lot, show some of your work, etc. Then soon enough you'll become a trusted member, and then you can also play on my server. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.